Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Sky's Bees 2. We are back with a brand new episode and a couple of things I want to show you before we even start. Look at this, we make a few changes around here. My goodness, look at this. That is pretty cool indeed. And yeah, we needed more space, so I reorganized a couple of things in here, put more chairs, I moved the crushers and created more furnaces, which by the way, now we have plenty of charcoal, hence now we have so many torches around, all the good stuff. You can see charcoal everywhere. We have plenty of glass as well, which we are going to need, by the way. And you know what, now that I mentioned that, I think that I'm going to need additional sand, which is going to be somewhere here. So I'm going to take this one very quickly and I'm going to check in there. And I will show you in a minute what I needed. Nighttime is coming once again. We just started, my goodness, something else that I have done. I then automated all 3 jars in here with the auto processing blocks. So now we can actually automate different things. Something else that I am constantly doing is creating clay, which by the way, my water is just about to finish. But we have 39 clay as well. And I will explain why, don't worry about it. I have moved the water source as well. Chicken, the unnamed chicken, is still here. Let's see if we can actually find you a name. I'm not going to ask anymore. And time to go to bed, which, by the way, my bed is right here. And I have done the part builder, the tinker station, and the crafting station all together. So now we can actually access everything from the same place. How cool is that, guys? Well, I'll see you in the morning. You wasn't expecting all that change, huh? Well, this is going to happen often, guys, because as we grow, well, we are going to have to grow the platform. So get used to it. All right, guys. So what we're doing today? Well, a few things that we need to do, very important. And let me show you very quickly what we're going to do. So if I go back to the quest line, obviously we pretty much completed everything. Now we have a few DNAs here that we could complete to create different types of bees. One quest here, one quest there that we can actually create, but you know, one thing at the time. So if we go to resourceful bees, guys, one thing that I think is time that we could do is an iron bee. So let me show you very quickly. If I just go and type iron bee, I'm hoping, of course, that we are going to get the iron bee that we need. And it's going to be that little fella in here. Now, to create the iron bee, we are going to need a wood bee and a cobblestone bee, okay? And then we are going to breed them, and then they are going to have a iron bee baby, which we are going to capture with the jars, and then we are going to do whatever we need to do moving forward. So that is what we're going to do. So what we're going to do to create these guys? Well, it's very simple. As you can see, we have a wood bee and a wood bee, obviously, and you can actually obviously breed them together. So should you want more wood bees, you can actually breed them. But if we go back to the quest line, of course, we are going then to need, we have here the wood bee, and to do that, we are going to need an empty DNA and a spruce a log of any type. Now, if we wanted, of course, to make a cobblestone one, well, what we are going to need empty DNA and cobblestone. It's simple as that. So now that is why we needed so much clay, because doing this piece is going to be costly in terms of the clay balls. So let's make a few of these things, shall we, guys? Because I think it's worth to have some of these already there. So if I'm going that way and then I'm going this way, we can actually create well, one in there. We can actually create let me see if I can do this correctly. 2 in there, maybe not the quickest way to do it. I know. I don't want a bucket. No, I don't want a bucket. Okay, so one thing that we're going to do, we're going to create a few more, guys, because I think it's really important that we do this correctly. And I'm going to take maybe 21 of those. I think it's going to be more than enough. And with those, what we're going to do is convert them to clay balls. And now, my friends, we can actually make many more of these things. So I'm hoping, anyway, that's going to be the case. So we have 10 of those. I think it's more than enough now. Definitely it's more than enough, that's for sure. And then we are going to have to find the recipe for the wood bee and for the cobblestone, which we already know is going to be an empty DNA with either cobblestone or a wood log. So let's grab those from the chests, which, by the way, I reorganized as well, as you can see here. And if we look at the at that one, for example, let me just check one out. We have the cobblestone already. And then we are going to need some logs in here as well. If I can find any. Oh, we have plenty of those as well. Look at that. My goodness. Okay, let's get check one of those as well. Now, this is going to go, of course, into the chest in here, and then we are going to actually start getting the recipes for the thing. So let's stop this one very quickly, and we are going to put a wood bee. I wonder if that is going to work. Yeah, wood DNA. And once again, we are going to need the high temperature thing. So we are going to hit a new soul campfire, place in here, and start getting the DNA going. Okay, guys, there we have now the soul campfire. Let's place it there, and now I think it's time to create these two DNAs. We are definitely going to need. So yes to that, let's cook it very quickly in there. And the next one is going to be the cobblestone one, which we already have the cobblestone in here. So we are going to get into the chest in here plenty of empty DNAs because we are going to need a lot of bees. My goodness, my goodness. Now, something else that we are going to need whilst this is doing is that we are going to need a little bee house, and that's going to be important as well. Hence why I wanted to have the glass. I'm going to need some, oh my goodness, I'm losing where everything is nowadays. My goodness, we are going to need quite a lot of these oak logs as well. And the beehive, we're going to need there as well. And hopefully, or I think, we have another egg. Thank you very much. We are going to need as well the DNA spawner, which we are going to move into the house. So that is the way it's going to go. So let me check if this is already done. I don't think it's quite done yet. No, it's going to get 10 seconds. So let's wait for the next one. And look, this is going to be the underside one, which can have that one. And the next one is going to be the cobblestone, which is the one that we are going to need to make it, well, babies. That is what it's all about. So it's here. Then make sure that everything is safe in there. Thank you very much. And I thought, guys, in building this little house in here. And you know what? I think I'm going to build it 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. And I'm going to leave, let's leave, I want to make it quite spacious. Let me see, make sure it's not in the way of anything. You know what? I think they're here maybe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we are going to leave a couple of places in here. I mean, we are going to have to move this house somewhere else. We are going to have to make a much better use of this house. But to begin with, as we need the iron sooner rather than later, my friends, that is where the way is going to go. So with that in mind, let me check if we can actually do those. Oh yeah, that is really lovely. Something else that we are going to need, of course. Let me check if we have any plants. Hello, chicken. I'm going to get very quickly, do we have any plants? We only have one in here, but you know what? Let's create some more, of course. And to do that, oh my goodness, let me just grab a few of those. There you have it. We need the logs back as well. My goodness, my goodness. So what we need next? Well, we are going to need a door, and we are going to need the slabs. That is for sure. So let me grab that door already. And we are going to need some slabs as well. 36, I think, is going to be more than enough. So glass it is. Let's get glass going. And oh my goodness, I did it uneven, and now we are going to need a double door. But you know what? It is what it is. I don't mind doing that at all. And yeah, well, that's what pretty much the way it's going to go, guys. So I'm going to place those at the top as well. And I'm going to make sure that they have plenty of light, these little babies in here, because they are going to definitely need it. So I'll see you when I finish, guys. Okay, guys, as you can see, well, we've done a little tiny bee house in here. Very, very humble, as you can see, but it is what it is. I already have placed, of course, the DNA spawner in there. One thing that we're going to need very quickly is a torch in there. We don't want anything spawning that shouldn't. And because now we have plenty of charcoal, we can actually create some torches as well, as you can see. So with that in mind, let me just place this one somewhere, maybe up here, so they can have a bit of light. Why not? Okay, guys, as you can see, now we have the wood bee DNA. We have the cobblestone bee DNA. We have the bee house with the DNA spawner. The only thing that we need to do now is just, well, get the DNA, put them on the spawner, and spawn both of those bees. And then we are going to feed them like you do in normal Minecraft, one with a wood log and one with a cobblestone block, and they are going to have an iron bee baby. Right, before doing that, something else we need to address is the wood, because I went crackers just planting trees and putting them down just to get all the logs that I have. And I think it's time, my friends, that we look into the hopper botany pots. I think this is important. I think that we have some hoppers already, if I remember from a couple of episodes back. Let me see if I can see. Oh yeah, there you have it. We have some in here. Let me just grab those eggs and let them out of here. We have some of that out as well. Clearing up a bit of the mess in here is going to be really important as well, because we need a bit of space and a bit of control in here. So how are we going to do these things? So we are going to need brick hoppers, but we are going to need the botany pot as such. We are going to need terracotta as well. And terracotta, my friends, we are going to need it. Well, we have to be smelt. Let me see. We have, yeah, look at that. We have clay in here, plenty of that. And with that, we are going to come. Oh, another egg in here. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, so I'm going to switch that one for that one. And I'm going to put the 10 clay in there. And these are going to become terracotta blocks. And with that, my friends, we are going to be able to do, of course, the hopper botany pots. Because that's going to be very, very important. Whilst this is happening, I think that we have on our chest, my goodness, if I can find them, Jesus, a couple of chests, because that is going to be really important that we do that as well. So let's wait for this thing to finish cooking. We have already 2 of those. Yeah, I think that the 8 or 10 is going to be enough. So let's see how that goes. And as we only have 2 chests, well, we are going to have to make a bit more of planks, because we are definitely going to need it. And you know what? I think I'm going to get quite a nice stack in there. And with that, my friends, we are going to go back to the station, and we are going to create another couple of chests at least, because we are going to need them to create, my friends, what is going to be the botany hopper chest. And that is going to be a oak drawer 2x2. That's going to be really important. We are going to create 4 of those. And now this is important, because once we start the botany hopper, usually oak logs will drop 4 items. That will be sticks, that will be apples, that will be the log, and will be saplings. So these little fellas in here can actually help us with that, and I will show you once we have, of course, the hopper botany done. So let's see if this is ready. Yes, it is pretty much ready. Another egg we have. My goodness, what's going on in here? All right, so let me go back to the crafting station in here. As you can see, we are going to need the botany pot in here. We are going to need some flower pots as well. We are going to need breaks in here, so we are going to have to get some of those as well. We only have 2 for a second, but I think that we can certainly make more of those. Okay, guys, with that, well, we can actually have 1 flower pot ready. So I think that we are going to make a few more of those, I think. Because, oh, look, now we can actually make the botany pot. So let's make that one. And of course, we are going to have to combine this one with a hopper to create a hopper botany pot, as you can see here. My goodness, this is going to be very interesting indeed. Now we have these 2 in here. We are going to need some dirt as well. So let me just organize this a bit so you know what I am doing, should you not. Now, if you follow my channel, you will see that in the last series that we did, and there was magic colonies, we created a huge amount of hopper botany pots for absolutely everything. My goodness, we did. So if you're interested in to check those, you can go back to the playlist and look for magic colonies. My goodness, that was a really big one. Okay, guys, so the next thing is to place this hopper botany pot down. I'm going to place one of these oak drawers in there. As you can see, have 4 slots. Hopefully, we're going to fill all of them up. What can I say? We are going to get the hopper botany top at the top, and we are going to get the sapling, and we are going to plant it. Oh, we need the sand, of course, first, and then we are going to need the sapling in there. And as you can see, there you have it, 2% progression, 3%. You can see it up on the top. My goodness, this is going to be very interesting in this. So nighttime is coming once again. My goodness, the cycling here is so fast. Good night, everybody. And we have a new day, guys. And with a new day, well, comes a new project. And we are going to need, I'm going to get 2 of these guys just for the second. And you know what? I think it's time to get going with these spawners. So let's grab those out of the way. Let me grab this one as well. Now we have the wooden bee and the cobblestone bee. We are going to have to be careful here that these guys don't disappear and they don't fly away, all the good stuff. So we are going to get with the wood bee first. And you have it. There you have it. We have 1 in there. Let's go now for the cobblestone one. Thank you very much. And as you can see, they are happily flying around. We are going to need a log. And let me just grab 1. And I need a cobblestone, which I haven't brought. So what is going to happen? Yeah, you guessed it. We need... Oh, you stay there. They are quite quick to come out as well. So be careful with that as well. Let me grab a cobblestone. Do we have 1 cobblestone? Oh, yeah, we have plenty in here. So just let me grab quickly... Yeah, I'm too old, so I do it this way, guys. Don't take any notice of that. You didn't see anything, so there you have it. You need to get out of the door. Oh, my goodness. If these guys don't move, this is the problem of doing it this way as well. These guys, yeah, can escape very quickly. So, oh my goodness, that was close. Okay, so you have that one in there. Cobblestone to you, and these guys, you'll be able now to have, there you have it, a little tiny iron bee. Look at that. It's going to take a few seconds to grow as a big bee. And now we have, of course, the jar to catch it. Should be able to catch it. There you have it. Now we have the iron bee as well. My goodness, how cool is that? Well, thank you very much, guys. You carry on doing your thing in there. We are going to have to move this at some point, but now, my friends, of course, we have now the iron bee. How cool is that? Okay, guys, so now that we have the iron bee, thank you very much. Now we need, of course, a beehive, but I think we already have the beehive. I think we have one of those as part of the quest line. If you remember, let me show you very quickly. If that is what, yeah, it's right here. So we complete that one, if you remember. But what I should look at, or we should be looking at, is just getting to the tier 1 beehive, and that is going to be quite easy to make. So let me grab the beehive very quickly. I think that we have it here somewhere. I think, oh, there you have it. We have the beehive in here. And if you remember the first episode, by trying to summon all these different type of mystical flowers by bone milling the grass, we got lots and lots and lots of grass. So with that in mind, I think we are going to go to the pick up the egg once again. Thank you very much. My goodness, this chicken, you might. Goodness, you are a legend. There, you are a legend. Okay, so let's go back to the crafting station. Let's go put the beehive in there, and then we're going to surround that with a grass, and now we are going to have a tier 1 beehive. How cool is that, my friends? Yeah, everything is happening. We are getting a lot of different advancements. We are completing quests, all the good stuff. My goodness, what else can you ask for? Okay, so all that can go there now as well. What was that? What was that noise? I just heard a very, very confusing noise. Okay, well, it is what it is. But yeah, as I show you at the beginning, we have a really lovely little network going on in here. One thing I'm going to do is to remove now this soul fire, because effectively we don't need it. Not too sure why it's not working. Maybe I need to move this one in this side. I think that that's going to be much better, I think. But seems to be that this processing block is the one really using the soul campfire. So that is what we are going to do on the next episode, maybe. Now we have, of course, the tier 1 beehive, so we are going to have to do something with it, don't you? Okay, guys, before we carry on, we are going to need an additional campfire. We have the tier 1 beehive, but let me show you very quickly what I mean with tier 1. If we actually write down in here, we have different tiers up to tier 4. And as you can see, every tier have different maximums of bees that they can actually hold. That will be 4 in this case, and a maximum of honeycombs 5, as you can see. And as the tiers goes up, you can actually get more bees and more honeycombs and all that good stuff up to tier 4. So we are going to get this going very quickly, because well, we are going to have to, aren't we? And before these guys escape, my goodness. Okay, so let me grab the axe a second. I'm going to place the campfire right there. The beehive is going to go right on the top. There you have it. So now this is the old-fashioned vanilla Minecraft smoking out the bees, so they can be happy. What can I say? We are going to get this DNA spawner as well. I don't think that we need it at this point in here. Or maybe we can actually move it to the side a bit. So, you know, it is what it is, guys. But one thing is really cool about these bees is that they need to pollinate. And in vanilla, you need normal flowers. Well, with these guys, you don't. With these flies, you are going to need a wood log for the wood bee. Let me show you very quickly. So I'm going to place it right in that corner there. And the wood bee should go and pollinate the oak log. That is what should happen in a second. And of course, then we'll actually produce the honeycombs inside here. So we will look into that a second. Of course, something else that we are going to need before she comes out, oh my goodness, is one more cobblestone, because the cobblestone bee is going to pollinate the cobblestone block. That is what I'm hoping anyway, because this one is doing absolutely nothing in here, as you can see. And with that, my friends, well, we need to place, of course, if we are not going to escape, we are going to have to place the block in there as well. And that is going to be for the other bee. And speaking of, I think it's going to be inside the beehive, because I can see her anywhere, and I'm hoping there is no flying away or something has happened to it. Who knows, who knows? But that, in principle, is the way, of course, it works. So what are we going to do? Well, we are going to have to now work with the iron bee, but that, my friends, is not going to happen until the next episode, because I think there is time to say goodbye for this episode. So there you have it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.